Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So I want to do a quick video on some games coming out in January, and I was hoping to do this a little quicker than now, but January is here and we're just going to go with it. So this is obviously not a comprehensive list, but these 10 titles span across all genres and all platforms, so let's check them out. First up we have Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown. Now I've personally been waiting for a reboot of this franchise for some time. I've always loved the combat system in Prince of Persia, and this iteration seems to carry that combat style and play style as well. Now I believe this is the first major installment of Prince of Persia since The Forgotten Sands, which was released many years ago. Now for those unfamiliar to the Prince of Persia line, the game is a platformer with a strong emphasis on action, adventure, and of course fighting. Now I truly hope Ubisoft has nailed this one. You know, veterans and newcomers alike will enjoy the story, the combat, the environments, everything the game has to offer, and it will be released for all consoles as well as for the PC. So next up we have a beautiful looking open world survival game called Enshrouded. Now this is a survival, crafting, and action RPG combat game that's set with a sprawling continent that is covered with a pestilence. Now this is a typical survival game where players start with nothing, you gotta scavenge and fend off beasts to survive, but the combat system really looks something like New World or Valheim maybe, where we must dodge and parry and surprise our foes with our fighting skills and powerful spells. Now we must also create structures along the way for ourselves as well as NPCs, as they will move in and help you build up workshops for upgrades. Now crafting is big in this game and allows us to create legendary weapons and armor to withstand the relentless environment. Now the best part to me is the ability to join up to a team of 16 co-op players to battle and raid together, and that's of course awesome. I love playing team games such as this, but Enshrouded definitely looks like a solid title that I really want to try out. Now the next game is a Capcom series that I am totally unfamiliar with. It's called Apollo Justice Ace Attorney Trilogy. It's a collection of 3 games featuring all title episodes as well as the DLC special episodes. Now I've watched the trailer and I still don't really know what the hell is going on, but I know that fans of the series will know. So what's important here is that this game will be released on January 24th of this year, and it will be released in like 7 or so languages for everyone to enjoy. So if you know the series, January 24th, it's dropping. So I also enjoy checking out other VR titles, as my kids have VR headsets and they love them. However, this game will not be an option for them as it's rated mature for just about every reason you can imagine. But the game does look fun as hell. It's called Bulletstorm VR. It's a first-person shooter that combines some fast-paced gunplay with devastating melee combos. And Bulletstorm brings us 2 new levels stocked with full rewards and all new weapons. But looking forward to this VR title. If you're ready to battle through hordes of mutated enemies, Bulletstorm VR looks like a really fun time and some really funny sequences throughout as well. So also dropping in January is Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. Now anyone familiar with the Like a Dragon or Yakuza series definitely knows what this game is and has probably already wishlist or pre-purchased the game. So for the fans of the franchise, we know that we can expect from this title. The combat system is incredibly fun and addicting to play. The RPG battles are fast-paced, and it's basically anything goes. Now, Infinite Wealth will allow us to explore Japan as well as everything Hawaii has to offer. Now, this game will continue to offer up unique quests and activities to enjoy between exploring and the epic battles, of course. Now, aside from the incredible combat system and the side quests, and the jobs, of course, the story is also set to be an epic emotional drama, so this one's sure to suck us in. Now next up we have Palworld coming out. This game doesn't give you a strong Pokemon vibe. I really don't know what does. The devs tell us that in the game we can live alongside the pals, use them to fight, work on the farm or factories, sell them, you can even eat them. So yeah. Some pals can be mounted to traverse the land, the sea, the sky, allowing for full exploration of the world around us. Now, as I mentioned earlier, the pals can also be used to build different structures, such as factories where they can be put to work. Now, some pals have useful skills that we can use, such as fire, electricity, or even mining. So while other pals are good at like planting seeds and watering crops and harvesting. So there are also dungeons to explore and breeding and genetics to play around with. So if you're looking for a different type of open world creature collector type game, give Palworld a go. Seems like it's got a little bit of everything going on. Now the next title is one I don't know much about again, and it's called Another Code Recollection. Now this is a Nintendo Switch only title that I believe is a remaster of both original games. Someone correct me if I'm wrong here. The developers say that the remaster has updated visuals, fully explorable environments, new voice acting, new puzzles, music, and a whole lot more. Now it is an adventure-based simulator that visually looks great. Not really my type of game, but I know many in North America have been awaiting this release. So for anyone that's been around an arcade place for any length of time, knows exactly what Tekken is. Now, Bandai Namco brought us Tekken decades ago, and it's getting a new chapter this year. Now Tekken 8 looks to bring us familiar fighting style that we all know and love, while also introducing some new features. Now Tekken 8 says we will have access to 32 fighters with some sweet redesigned visuals with vivid environments and destructible stages. Now Tekken 8 will also bring us a new single player mode called Arcade Quest. Now here we can create a unique avatar and battle our way across all landscapes while unlocking a variety of customization items as we progress. And this game is sure to please our fighting genre needs. Now this title isn't a new one, it's just been remastered for the PS5, and this title is The Last of Us Part 2, of course remastered. Now if you don't know what this is, shame on you. The Last of Us Part 2 is getting an upgrade to graphics, new gameplay, modes, and a full DualSense controller integration for the PS5 to go along with the incredible story that we all know and love. Now, I absolutely love this game, and now I wish I had a PS5 so I could relive it again, but such is life. So a quick synopsis for newcomers, The Last of Us Part 2 is set 5 years after the pandemic of the Mushroom Heads. The peaceful community where Ellie has settled experienced a violent event that has disrupted the normally peaceful setting, and now she must set out on yet another journey to carry out justice and find closure. Now, the game is outstanding. The show, to me, is fantastic, so I'm definitely a fanboy, I guess. One thing that I will mention is that players that have already purchased the original title can upgrade to the PS5 remaster for only $10, so be on the lookout for this one soon, guys. Now finally, I'll end up with a new MMORPG open world game that just kind of fell on my radar, and the game is titled The Quinfall. Now this adventure throws us into a deep story with dozens of different professions in the depths of medieval times. Now the area we can explore is pretty massive and contains 5 regions with unique climates, and the game also brings us a world that has 4 seasons and a day-night cycle. Now the devs tell us that the combat is a PvP/PvE experience based on sleight of hand and player experience that allows us to battle with a greater sense of spectacle and depth. The medieval setting puts us in some thrilling ship battles, island skirmishes, and of course castle sieges. And we can also craft equipment, trade our goods, gather mounts to ride, pets to accompany us, and build our own home. So Quinfall looks like a promising addition to the MMORPG genre for sure. Well, that's my list for January 2024, guys. Hopefully something here gets your juices flowing. I've got a few games on my list for sure, and now just to find the time to enjoy them all. Cheers, guys.